Christians never worship another man's God. It's the greatest and worst curse you can bring upon yourself by worshiping another man's God. And this message is coming to you straight from the ancestors. Many times, the ancestors in another realm outside of this physical three-dimensional world have shown me what the message will be that I will bring to humanity. And that message is that you must never, ever worship another man's God. Never believe in a God outside of yourself. Man, know thyself. Know who you are. Know your identity. And that is why it's very important for people to look more deeply and to really think. Because, for example, if you look at the richest continent on planet Earth, you're going to find some of the most poverty-stricken and mediocre people living there because they lack knowledge of self. And the reason why there's so much poverty in the richest continent on this planet, it is because most of the people are holding to false identity and they are worshiping false gods. They're worshiping gods that doesn't even look like them. As a matter of fact, our people will look at the Buddha and they will say that the Chinese are worshiping idols. They will look at the Indians, the Hindus and so on, and say that they are worshiping idols. And they fail to realize that Jesus is an idol that have been planted in their minds. And so they believe that the Catholics are bowing down to some sticks or wood that have been put together in the sign of a cross or the sign of a man on a cross. That's not the real idol. A true idol is something that is formed and shaped without hands. It's been formed and shaped in your mind. And that is how Jesus has been formed and shaped in the subconscious of our people and has been keeping them in mental slavery for ages. That is why many of them have been shit upon in the hospitality industry. And that is why there's so much poverty in their economy. Because they lack focus. They lack imagination. When you do not have focus and imagination, you can't even think for yourself. And so, the reason why Africa is how it is today, it is because of their belief system. It's because they're so religious, they're so superstitious, and they get chopped in the political realm, in the educational realm, and in the religious and superstitious realm. And so many people throughout Africa and throughout the islands, many of them were sold a dream. The American dream. But the real dream is taking place every living day on this planet while you're here having this human experience, because it is a dream. And that is why you have to learn to visualize. That is why you have to learn to use your imagination to create your dream life. So my brother, my sisters, if you should take anything away from what I'm saying to you that never worship another man's God. Anyone who give you to a God to believe in that is outside of yourself, that doesn't look like you, that's a false God, that's an idol. And it's going to keep you in poverty and mediocrity. It's going to keep you in stupidity. There are people who believe that this Jesus was a Jew, and then there are others who believe that this Jesus is a blue-eyed, blonde-haired man. But never could they see God in their own image and their own likeness. Never can they look in the mirror and see the infinite. That is why in this information age, where there's so much knowledge via the internet, so many people are so dedicated to the idol that they would say that they want to manifest in the name of Jesus. They want to do this in the name of Jesus. They want to do that in the name of Jesus, because they're so spellbound under the spell and under the magic that have been used upon them that they can't even discover their magical self. They've been driven by material gains. They're losing their soul for money, when the real financial war is really in Africa, where they have the gold and the diamonds and all the other precious things from the earth, that material that they use in the cell phone, all those things, the ivory they get, all those things. Africa have been blessed more than any other place on this planet. Yet the people are living in dire poverty. And it's all because they do not know that their real identity is their divinity. They haven't found their divine self. Because they keep looking outwardly instead of they look inwardly. And the religious ministers are fleecing the sheep. They are wolves in sheep clothing. And so are their political leaders too. They're selling out their own people. Why? Because the people lack knowledge of self. You need to know who you are. You need to know how powerful you are. And you need to take back your power. You need to get rid of that idol. That Jesus idol that has been given to you. That Jesus and Mary story that has been interpreted to you as literal and as secular history. It's all a damn lie. So my brothers, my sisters, I'm saying to you, wherever you are, this message is for you, and it is from the ancestors. Get back in line so the ancestral spirit can help you along the way, because you have lost your path and you have become a wandering soul on this planet. And many people are not prepared for what is coming. So if you're listening to me, and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, then it is for you. If it doesn't make any sense for you, and you want to hold on to your Jesus idol, and you want to believe in a man 2,000 years ago, and you believe some man is coming to save you, you can continue to believe that. If you believe what happened 2020 was real, and that you get back to normal and everything is in normal, everything back to normal, and you want to believe that, well, you could go ahead. You could drink that kind of Kool-Aid. Jim Jones did convince them to drink the Kool-Aid. And there are many like Jim Jones who are convincing others to drink that kind of Kool-Aid. But a different kind of Kool-Aid, in a more systematic way. So, my brothers and my sisters, I'm saying to you, Never worship another man God. Always believe in yourself. Always love and embrace yourself. And always see God in your image and in your likeness. Of all the people on this planet, the two race of people who share the same God. Something is wrong with that. Something is terribly wrong with that. And if by now you do not know that you're giving your power away to idolatry, if you by now you do not know that it's keeping you in mental slavery, if you do not know you've been kept a slave through your belief system, well, you're definitely in a coma. Okay? And this kind of truth will definitely hurt your feelings. Okay? But for those to whom this will be enlightenment and encouragement, I am speaking to you directly from the ancestors. Never worship another man God. So, with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to come to a close here. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram and you'd like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you'd like to get my books, my merch, or you'd like to be a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome. Also, I have a $20 course for people donating $20 or more dollars, and my Patreon is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. So if you really need to get it, or any other thing else that you would need, all of the links are down below. So I'm encouraging you to check out all of the links that are down below and follow your intuition. So with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.